Okay, pedestrians, there's an update. It's February 22nd. Just gonna go over these quickly. I haven't changed them very much. I've changed them a little bit. This group used to be the older group of fig trees that I grew. This is the second oldest. So this group was the end of January, last day or two of January. This group was the second day of February. So February, end of January, like 2-day difference to be able to do these. These are the Pastelier unknowns, or unknown Pastelier. And I up-potted them, put them here. This one, not doing so hot, but I noticed that the soil was really dry. So I watered them deeply, and this one is doing pretty good. That one, not so much. I'm also trying to harden them off. So these two, along with this tray here, I created this tray. I take this outside and they get direct sun for about an hour. And then I bring it in here the rest of the time. So a little bit of breeze, and also the direct sun is helping out. And then I shifted some others over here that are not growing as well. And I up-potted this Cadota because it was starting to die in the fig pop, but there's new growth you can see there. So I'm gonna take these outside right now and put them out there. They tend to be growing pretty good. There are some varieties that are tucked back there, if I zoom in. Some varieties that are getting a little started, but they're struggling. They're a little bit slower in being able to grow. And then some of these fig pops I am going to try to up pot because this one has died back. And this one is growing a little bit more. And some of these are growing. Sorry for the laughing in the background. Something funny must be going on up there. But some of this growth is awesome. So if it started to grow like this, I removed the plastic off of the outside of it to be able to allow it to grow. You can see that almost all of these, I think this one's the only exception that is not growing. All the other ones are growing. This one, I didn't take the plastic off fast enough because they were all starting to grow, and you can see that there's dieback because there's too much humidity and moisture, but these are starting to hold on. So, important lesson that I learned. Oh, another update. Last week, I found out that the temperature gauge was about 80 degrees, but I had the thermometer in the top here. I took another thermometer, meat thermometer, to see what the temperature was for these, and it was 92 degrees. So make sure that when you place your thermometer here, I have it right there at the bottom. Make sure that it's between the pot and the mat so that you're not gonna cook your fig cuttings. I think that's the reason why most of these have not grown very much, is because they were just too hot. And it does look pretty dry here, but if I go just a little bit underneath, it is definitely moist, not totally wet. I also have this moisture meter that I'm bringing out, and if I stick this in the Pastelier unknown and push it down there, look at that. So this one is not so moist over there. Gosh, it really is. Let's go there. Wow, okay, so it is basically time to water again. I need to be careful with these because I don't want to water around the cutting because I don't want to rot the roots around the cutting, so I'm going to just water around the outside. And what I'm using is a very diluted fertilizer to be able to water these things out, and hopefully that will work out. Here's another one that's kind of died back a little bit, but there's some hope on the backside. This is the same variety, which I forgot which one this one is, but it has some growth, so that's all I'm caring about. So for the Profig version, and he did say this, but I didn't take his word for it. cover it in plastic, right? But wait until there's a little bit of green growth, kind of like this. As soon as you see a little bit of green growth, take that plastic off, because this green growth is the stuff that you don't want it to get acclimatized to the humidity. You got to let it air out and dry out. So just like this with the fig pop, when it breaks that dormancy, it is open to the environment and should survive or do well. But I've noticed that the fig pops are not growing as well as the potted ones. The potted ones are, I mean, look at them. They're just like growing really, really well. And here I am 6 weeks after planting these or potting them. All right, I hope that update helps out a little bit. Just so you know what varieties I have here: yellow long neck, Beers Black, Princessa, a 796 from the Fig Hunters, a Condi. I have a bunch of different varieties, and I'll go over them a little bit later. I have a Col de Dame back in the back corner there that's growing pretty good, and some Capra figs. This is not very good. If you see that leaf that's drooping, that's not a good sign. So maybe I need to up pot these. This one, let's look at it and see what's going on. Yeah, to me, I'm looking in there. There's moisture in the medium, but it's turning brown, and that brown coloring is not good. That means it's dying. Maybe it's because there's some mold that's down in here, but it is ultra dry. Down there, very, very dry. Up here, a little bit more moist. So, and it's tapering back. Dang it, not so good. There's a Fignominal. So maybe I will up pot this one and see if I can get it to survive. All right, time to take these out into the sun. And I'm gonna show you these others here. I think this is a Smith fig. I decided to up pot it, and I watered it deeply. So this is pretty darn heavy, but it looks like it's doing pretty good. This is going outside along with this Smith fig that's going outside. And then all of these varieties that are growing in here are all going outside. So while they're hardening off, I'm gonna start to plant some of these fig trees out here. So let's go outside and talk about them. Right now it's about 70 degrees. And outside it's pretty nice with the direct sun, 70 degrees. Really warms up these pots pretty well. You feel the side of it, they're at least 80 something degrees. And if I look at, here it is, this one is the UCR 187. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but green growth, buds starting to break already. I mean, it's February 20th. Here we have a Col de Dame Grease. Look at that, starting to bud. Also, this is a Montenegra Ramada, also starting to bud. And then the Morning Star, see the green that's there? It is starting to leaf out. So some of these varieties, they're already getting warm. They're already leafing out. This one, I think, is a Celeste, maybe, if it would focus. This is the Celeste, but look at how green it is. It's still nice and green. There we go. Also, I'm getting the fig smell. It smells like figs back here, which I love the smell of figs. I'm going to plant the Long de Laude, the Abahim's Abundance, the Montenegra Ramada, Col de Dame Grease, I-258, UCR 18725, and Violet de Bordeaux. I also just last night planted a yellow long neck, which maybe I'll put that portion of the video in here to be able to show you. And from One Green World, I got this variety right here. This is Mary Lane fig. I think before it starts to break dormancy, I'm gonna take this. It's skinny, it's not even the diameter of a pencil, but it's kind of a useless section. So I think I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna see if I can do a start out of it. But it's supposed to be a good fig. I don't know. Most of these are an experiment. I don't know if they'll survive here, if they'll grow very well here. This is a kiwi, a hardy kiwi, and they seem to be doing good. They're hardened off, and then I have 2 pomegranates that are sitting back there. All right, that's the update on the figs. The rest of these that are sitting here, I'm going to keep them in pots this year, see how they grow. Some of them are unknown if they're common, so I don't want to plant them if I don't know if they're common, or they're an unknown variety and I don't know if they taste very good. But the higher rated tasted ones are these, which I want to put in the ground and see if I can get a good start with them. But I need to do it today because some of them are already starting to leaf out. All right, hope that update was beneficial, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm trying these fig things this year. I have, I don't know, probably 75 other figs that I'm starting. I'm going to start to give away some of these to neighbors and then also post them on Facebook and see if I can sell some of these more rare varieties after I get them started. But I'm doing this because I enjoy it. It's a nice little hobby, and I want to see what tastes the best here, because I do enjoy figs, but some of them not so much. Like brown turkey fig, I don't like the brown turkey fig. I don't know why, but a lot of people rave about it, so I don't understand. But either way, let's give this a go. Thanks for watching.